And I wanted to make a 15 months on T video, but it kind of came to my attention that I kind of need to talk about something that has been making me feel a type of way. And it's not a bad thing; it's a good thing. I've been feeling a lot of support really recently of my being trans, and it's just become less and less talked about as like it's just not as relevant anymore. It's more about who I am as opposed to that being a factor in it. And I wanted to, I don't believe in shout outs in the regard of like names and stuff, but everybody that has been so supportive on my 15 months on T and, liking my status is a big deal to me because I see it like if you're liking the status, it means you're supporting it. So, and Obama won, so, 4 more years, so I'm excited about that because I really believe that he is working for our community, the trans community. I know it looks very slow, the progress of it and everything, but I mean, dude has a lot on his plate, so you can't really blame him. But he does support it in the sense that he has passed a lot of hate crime prevention type of laws in place in a lot of states. So that's one thing I'm very excited about is that we have 4 more years of that, and that was pretty much the icing on the top of the cake for my 15 months on T. I hung out with one of my friends today and one of my best friends. My coworkers are so supportive, the ones that I'm really close to, and for that, I really wanted to thank everybody there. Um, my parents are more supportive every day. I can't really say much bad about them because they give me a place to live, obviously, but um, for right now. But my mom has my back. She looks out for me. She is noticing more and more every day how male I've become. And my dad even mentioned the other day, he said, yeah, I don't recognize your singing voice anymore because it's so male. And I worked really, really hard to keep my singing voice. So, um, I mean, it's really one of those things like somebody said to me, like, they are afraid of losing their singing voice on T. Well, my thing to you is to, really look up on it. And if you're really passionate enough about the music and everything, you will go through the necessary steps it takes to change your voice while you change on T. For me personally, I just kind of harmonized with everything as I gradually, had my voice lower on T. And it worked really well. It doesn't always work that easy for everybody else. I've been singing since I've been like 2 or 3, so I'm probably have a little bit more experience than most, but that's my suggestion. Lots of tea, lots of honey. Just get used to your own voice. It took me probably like 2 months to even get used to my own voicemail. Like I would check my voicemail and be like, "What? Oh," it took a while. So don't be scared or anything like that. But my other message to everybody else out there that's coming out and everything, like it's obviously after looking at all my videos, if you have, it is a really good experience, even though it's a hell of a roller coaster ride. I won't lie to you. I've lost people, I've gained people, I've lost people again. I've in this process, and that's life in general. And you have to realize that transitioning us as trans people, it's not just a physical transition and a mental transition for us. It's a transition of soul, I believe, fully. And I think that life in itself is transition. So everybody's experiencing it, and the people that really do support you and back you and are behind you for who you are and knowing that you're trans it's really something special, and you should really cherish it. Because there are so many hateful people out there. I mean, I watched Boys Don't Cry the other day, and it's still out there. So I'm very thankful for everybody out there, all of you that really have made me see kind of who I am through other people's eyes. It's been an amazing journey so far, and it is a great thing to transition, and everybody should. I don't know how to explain it, but life is transition in itself. So I kind of feel like even though I'm transitioning, it's become such a not really that big of a deal thing that I do celebrate moments like this and like every month because every month it reminds me of who I am even more and a reason to celebrate it and a reason to be happy for it. It reminds me of the first day that I started testosterone and the steps I took towards it and realizing who I was. And, it's a wonderful ride realizing who you are. And if you do it right, and, everybody fucks up. I've fucked up in the period of my realizing I was trans and transitioning in itself and stuff. But eventually you do find that spot where you're supposed to be. And I think where I am is right now where I'm working overnight and everything, and I have my friends that I chill with and I live the life that I live, and sometimes it involves absolutely no sleep, which is, you know, the reason why I have stuff to put under my eyes so that I don't have baggy eyes all the time. But what I'm trying to say is that it's a wonderful thing, and I've become very appreciative. And not only is Thanksgiving coming up, so it makes me a little bit, I'll be appreciative, all crap. So it's not just that, but it's also just my interactions with people recently have really shown me a light in who I was, and I wanted to thank everyone for that, because everybody in my life, especially people that have been there recently, have a really huge part in it, and it means a lot right here, as gay as it sounds. Alright, I'm out.